This day Ruth arrived at her stall as usual, but received an invitation from an assistant of a mysterious person. The poor Ruth decided to go and give it a try. She was like an ugly duckling, who had never seen the world, instantly stunned by the luxurious decor. However, just as she was immersed in it, a man interrupted her. To stay she must pass a test. The insecure Ruth thought about leaving. Just as she was about to go out, she was stopped by the legendary chef Paul. Seeing her idol right in front of her, Ruth immediately decided to stay. The interview question was a simple fried rice. Ruth took a box of cold leftover rice from the fridge, and chose 2 plump, round eggs. When the peanut oil coated the bottom of the pan, she directly cracked the eggs in and scrambled them. Once they were about 80% cooked, she poured in the leftover rice to mix. Soon, 2 different plates of fried rice were brought to the table. One looked full of color, fragrance, and flavor. The other was dry and bland. It seemed like an easy contest. However, Paul took a scoop of Ruth's fried rice and sniffed it. He then immediately declared Ruth the winner. The man who competed with Ruth had a look of disdain. Paul raised his hand and slapped him, then told him the secret to fried rice was the leftover rice from last night. Although Ruth won, she felt out of place, with her poor smell in this environment. After tidying herself up, Ruth looked at herself in the mirror, and thought she was about to reach the peak of her culinary career. But the cruel and demanding Paul quickly brought her back to reality. The 5A grade Wagyu beef must be cut into 2 mm thin slices. Too high a heat would affect the taste of the ingredients. This posed a difficulty for Ruth. She was scolded by Paul from start to finish, but she decided to take a gamble. The empty kitchen became her personal practice ground. Fortunately, effort paid off. Ruth received recognition from everyone during her first appearance. Next, the assistants carefully arranged the plates, a small scoop of beef blood plasma, and a small roll of cooked beef. This became the dinner for the nobles. The plates were large but the food was small, with hundreds of grasses in the middle. The seemingly simple ingredients turned into expensive delicacies because of Paul's reputation. The nobles swallowed the beef bite by bite. Not even the blood on the plate was spared. Paul, from a humble background, watched as the nobles swallowed the bloody delicacy. He knew well that his goal of getting back at the rich had been achieved. As the dinner was about to end, a man claiming to be a food critic handed Ruth a brand new business card. He was also interested in this unique girl.